Hello everyone! In this video, I'll walk you through how we integrated Monday.com with Harvest using Make.com, formerly Integromat. You'll see how new clients, projects, and tasks get automatically created between the two platforms and how time tracked in Harvest updates our Monday.com boards. This integration was set up to overcome some limitations of the native Monday.com Harvest connection. Harvest is specifically designed for tracking time, expenses, and project budgets, which simplifies the process of invoicing clients. While Monday.com is an excellent project management board, the goal of this automation is to see the work done in Monday reflected in Harvest automatically, making the synchronization seamless. However, as stated in the official support documentation from Monday.com, the native integration does not currently function as a two-way sync. The documentation notes, items will appear on Harvest as they were created on Monday.com, and any subsequent changes would need to be manually adjusted within Harvest. This means that after tracking time in Monday, you would have to manually enter that same information again in Harvest. This creates a lot of repetitive, manual work. That's the problem that informed the solution we've created. And that solution is to take that repetitive work from a human being and let it be automated, so that human beings can focus on more productive work for the business. At IPAFlow, this is the kind of powerful custom automation we build for our clients. If you are not familiar with us, we are an AI automation company and we help businesses with AI adoption. Our solutions are designed to help organizations integrate artificial intelligence into their core operations to improve efficiency, automate tasks, and enhance decision-making. To find out how we can transform your business processes, visit us at apaflow.com/contact. Let's walk through the custom integration we built. It involves using Make.com to solve the synchronization problem. You'll notice that other scenarios on this screen are blurred out. These were built for other clients, and for confidentiality reasons, we cannot display them publicly. The first scenario we created for this project synchronizes clients. When a new client is created in Monday.com, this scenario automatically creates a corresponding client in Harvest. The next scenario handles project creation. You can have multiple projects, each belonging to different clients. As you create a project in Monday and assign it to a client, this automation creates the same project in Harvest and links it to the correct client. A third scenario manages task creation. Once a task is created and linked to its project in Monday.com, the automation creates the corresponding task in Harvest and syncs the new Harvest task ID back to the Monday board. Finally, the most important scenario handles the two-way synchronization of time tracking. This eliminates the manual double data entry problem. Now, let's see it in action with a live demonstration. I have the Monday.com and Harvest windows side by side. First, I'll create a new demo client in our Monday.com client board. The automation runs and you can see the Harvest client ID has been automatically populated. Now, if we refresh the client list in Harvest, the demo client appears instantly. Next, in our projects board, I'll create a new project group for our demo client. Let's add a project called Create YouTube Demo and link it to our demo client. The scenario runs and the Harvest project ID is synced back to Monday. Once I create the project in Monday, the automation fires off again in the background. Switching to Harvest, under the demo client, we should now see the Create YouTube Demo project. Yep, there it is. The project was instantly created in Harvest with the correct client association. This means any project we set up on Monday.com will be mirrored on Harvest, so our project list stays consistent across both tools. Now let's try adding a task and see what happens. On Monday.com, within that Create YouTube Demo project, I'll create a new task item. Let's add a task called Set Up YouTube Account, for example. As soon as I add this task on Monday, our Make.com scenario detects it. It sends the task information to Harvest, creating a corresponding task in the Harvest project. Over in Harvest, I'll open the Create YouTube Demo project. We can see that Set Up YouTube Account is now listed as a task in Harvest, automatically added. Great! That means our team can immediately start tracking time against this task on Monday without anyone having to manually re-enter the task details in Harvest. Every task created on Monday.com will show up in Harvest under the right project, keeping the task lists synchronized. Finally, let's demonstrate the time tracking integration. Since the Setup YouTube Account task now exists in both systems, I'll log some time to it in Monday. Let's say I started working on this task an hour ago. I'll go ahead and log 1 hour of time in Monday for the Setup YouTube Account task. The Make.com scenario notices the new time entry in Monday and updates the related item in Harvest. Going back to Harvest and opening the Setup YouTube Account item, we can see an update indicating that 1 hour was logged. In our setup, we configured it to post a quick update on the item's updates feed, showing the hours that have been synced with Harvest. Now anyone viewing the task in Harvest knows exactly how much time has been spent without needing to check Monday.com separately. The time tracking data flows seamlessly from Monday.com to Harvest. If more time is spent, we simply update the hours in Monday. Let's change it to 1.5 hours. The automation runs again and the sync time updates. Refreshing Harvest, we see the total time is now 1.5 hours. And that wraps it up. We've successfully integrated Monday.com with Harvest using a Make.com scenario to handle clients, projects, tasks, and time tracking. Now, whenever we create and update a client, project, or task in Monday.com, it appears in Harvest automatically. It drastically cuts down on manual labor time and guarantees consistent synchronization between the two platforms. With this setup, managing projects and tracking time across the two tools has become much more efficient and error-free. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And if you need help setting up something similar for your business, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.